What, you thought this was over just because I implied it was and said it was and moved the series to my unfinished shit shows playlist on my channel? You thought that? Well, turns out I've got a graphics card that doesn't suck now, so welcome back to After Us. I'm hoping it's going to play alright. It did have to I did have to sit through the progress bar of reinstalling shaders all over again, so that was pretty fun. And now I have to remember the controls before I fight this fucker. Was that? Right, that's my projectile. Okay, cool. And this is the big... Oh wait, no, that's my projectile. That's the big shockwave. Okay, I've got this. I got this. Come on then, hombre. That wasn't ideal, admittedly. I just remembered what the run button is. Ah. I'm having difficulties attacking this fella, I'm not gonna lie to you. How do I play this game? Like that, right? You gotta hit him from behind. Because he's a big boy. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine, don't you worry about me. Don't you worry a darn thing. Would you, like, line up for the shot, please? Well, that worked out. We've already seen this memory, I believe. We saw this one just before we finished playing last time, so we don't need to rewatch that. How do I collect these? Okay, apparently walking into them works, but I think I need to like shoot something at them normally, right? It's normally how it goes. Right, let's see if we can do this platforming section. I mean, we're already getting slightly more than, what? 3 frames a second, even less than that in some cases, I think. So, we'll call that an improvement. We'll call that a step in the right direction for now. This way, I think? Oh, look how much easier this game is when it works. It's crazy. Already up here, look at that. Beautiful. This next bit's the bit that literally made me rage quit, so moment of truth, I suppose. I still have no idea why this game wouldn't run, by the way. Like, my previous graphics card, it was not good, I'm not going to lie to you, it was not a good graphics card. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. It was R9 380, which I've had for about a decade. So I can't pretend in any sort of good faith that I had a good graphics card. But, right, it did run Elden Ring, it did run Baldur's Gate 3. It didn't run this. And I feel like at that point it might be a little bit on the game, you know what I mean? It might be a little bit the game's fault. I don't think I can take 100% responsibility for that, you know what I mean? I don't think I can. Anyway, hopefully, going forward into the future, I'll actually be able to play, you know, most modern stuff at least relatively well. Might mean I can play some slightly flashier stuff on the channel for once, which would be pretty cool. I mean, just because I could play Elden Ring and that, I couldn't really record it, you know? There's a world of difference between the two. But now maybe. Now maybe we'll have some options, and that's pretty cool, I think. I've got no plans to play anything particularly flashy in the future, you know, beyond this, I suppose. But it's nice to have that option there, you know. I do actually, as I say, I want to dive into Baldur's Gate 3 properly now that it's released fully, but I probably won't do that on the channel because that would end up being a very long series. I also own Starfield. I actually got that free with my graphics card. That's not the right button, was it? What's the button to grind? Anyone remember the button to grind? Yeah, I might have a look at Starfield maybe on the channel. I don't know. We'll see. That's also going to be a very long game, I know, and I don't know how much time I'll have to... Oh, I have to do that first. I still have to press a button to grind, though. There we go, I did it. I did it. By pure accident, I managed to solve the problem I was having. You gotta do one of them first, and then suddenly everything comes together. Like that one Beatles song. You know the one. That one Beatles song where Ringo proves he's actually quite a good drummer after all. Okay. So the question becomes, what now? I know I've missed several spirits, I think we're just sort of accepting of that. There's a lot of dudes down here though, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe I can fight them all. I don't know if that's the intended thing to do. Maybe I could just give him a little bit of avoidance. Ah. For some reason I thought I'd one-shot the lad. I did not. It was a bit tense for a second there when he just stood up. He just stood up and turned to look at me. It was just like, I see I've upset someone in the vicinity. I see maybe my actions have consequences after all. What's the old fuck around and find out sort of sensibility. Doesn't seem like there's anything around here, which is a shame. What was the button to... That was the button to sing. Should there not be like butterflies launching out of me? Is that a different thing? No? Okay, fair enough. I won't worry about it. Aha! Let's not be here while this is happening, huh? Let's not get involved. I don't know though, because they drop things, right? They drop memories and shit. I don't know if maybe fighting them all is what is a thing I can... I mean, it's a thing I can do, I imagine. Don't know whether it's the smartest thing to do, but it's a thing I can in fact do. Yeah, you know what? You ever heard the term YOLO before? This is what it means. This is the definition of YOLO right here. Oh, that big lad's even bigger. Oh. The power of mashing. Power of mashing one out. Let me go, please. Please let me go. Please, may I go? Please, can I? Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. See, it's quite difficult to fight this many at once because they can hit you with unavoidable shockwave attacks, and then another one just grabs you while you're dealing with that. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna... See, one of them dropped a memory. It was worthwhile doing this. I got a thing. Okay. Calm down, lads. Calm down. Oh, throw a brick at me. No mere brick, in fact. It was, in fact, a breeze block. The mightiest of all the bricks. Would you just, like, not? Kablamo. Hey. That was the last of the chunky lads. Doesn't mean the non-chunky lads can't be a threat in their own right, but... Ain't shit. Oh, fuck. How did that guy manage to fucking Metal Gear Solid his way around behind me? Tom Clancy of the poop giants over here. Okay, done. Success. We call that success. We did get a memory. I'll look at it later, I guess. I can't be bothered to work out how to get to the navigate the menu to find it. I was kind of hoping there'd be more than just that, though. Blind optimism? Maybe. But I thought maybe we get like a spirit or something for... Whoa, hang on. Hold up. Can I not stand on that? Is it not legal to stand on that? Did I break some unwritten rule there? Oh, I can stand on it. What? How did I fall down last time? Was I just bad? Was it just a bit of bad on my part? This feels like something. It quite clearly goes nowhere. But it looks like it should go somewhere. And at the end of the day, it's not about the... Okay. I was going to say it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. But sometimes the journey's a bit shit and you decide not to go on the journey on a second time, after all, when you consider that the destination is not in any way paying off, you know? Sometimes neither the journey nor the destination are worth your time. I got a bit overconfident there, didn't I? Fight off a horde of the fuckers, and then you're suddenly like, well, now I can kill two without having to worry about anything. I can just mash buttons and two will fall to my mighty, omnipotent, godlike power. 'Twas not quite the case. I don't like it when it makes me mash, man. I don't like mashing. I'm not a big mashing fan as a mechanic. I don't know if it's just that I'm an old man with sore thumbs at this point, but I can't be doing with it. I never thought it was a good mechanic particularly, you know? I don't really see the benefit. Like, either they make it so hard that it's pointless to anyone who doesn't have like the spasm hand, or it's so easy that it may as well not even exist, you know what I mean? I think like timing, for all you can say about quick time events, I think there is a little bit more skill and whatever involved in a quick time event than there is to a mashing event. That's my take on it. That's my take. And it's equally as valid as anyone. In fact, it's more valid than anyone else's take, because I'm the one talking into a microphone right now. And that makes me important. I know how the internet works, you know what I mean? You make an hour-long video essay on something, suddenly you're spitting facts and not just bullshit you pulled out of your arse. Right, okay. Still pressing the wrong buttons. Some things never change. An upgrading graphics card is not going to make me a better gamer, unfortunately. I'm really sad that I'm not getting shown D-Way in the words of a 2018 meme that no one cares about. Well, I don't like that my mechanic for finding spirits isn't working. I'm assuming that just means there's no spirits nearby, but I thought the butterflies still came out regardless though, right? Like, they just don't go anywhere if there's nothing to find? I thought those were bad guys, but they're just statues. What are you pointing at? Something up there? Are you signposting the direction for me to go? Is that what you're doing? Sure looks like it, doesn't it? In big signposting vibes right now. Up I shall go then. Once again, the car's far too small for the people. Oh, hello. What happens if I shoot you from here? Will you be able to get me? I might have missed my opportunity. That might have been a Bioshock moment where you just see the enemy scutter past in the distance and you can't actually combat them until they get a chance to jump at you a second later. Where'd he go? I'm not just gonna let this guy wander off. Like, he's gonna... Found you. Later. What are you gonna do about this? Nothing. Okay, so the combat's cheesable. Oh, hello. Hello there. Buongiorno. Didn't know you were about. I'll cheese you just as much as I cheesed your friend, though. Uh-oh. That's a minor issue. A minor issue right there. I'll read the memory in a second. Well, I definitely won't, because it won't stay on screen long enough for me to do that. I'm trying to redeem from behind, but it's not really a viable tactic right now, to be honest with you. He hit his friend. I can't hit this guy because he has the power of Teletubby. If I do that, then I can just hit him in the back without having to redeem from behind. See, I don't need to engage in your mechanics when I can use secret mechanics. Secret bonus mechanics. Is this all the lads? Did I get them all? Have I completed my Pokédex of flabby lads? There's might be able to platform out there if I really wanted to. What's in the other direction though? You can't give me two directions and expect me not to look at the other one. The road less travelled. It's nothing. I love me some nothing, me. Big fan of nothing. Stray as well. Stray ran alright, didn't it? So I just keep being reminded of Stray by this game. So going back to the whole games my old card could run okay. Fiasco. Fandango, I guess, is also a word. Probably not an appropriate word, but I nearly said it, so I'm committing to it now. I'm not ashamed of my complete incompetence when it comes to the English language. It was a Stray Fandango. Which is like a Grim Fandango, but I was going to say easier to complete, but I actually don't know anything about Grim Fandango. I've never played it, so it might be an easy game to complete. From what I'm aware of it, it's like a point-and-click adventure sort of thing, and those are always just satanic in my experience. There's never been one of those that you can just complete. They always make you have to go look up a Game FAQs walkthrough from 2004 in order to find the answers you need. No one has ever completed a point-and-click adventure without help. No one. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. Don't get me wrong, I like some of them. It's really cool when you're playing one of them and you work out the solution and it's something like... It's not just something bullshit and stupid, it's like something that, you know, is actually genuinely a really clever puzzle. I can't think of an example right now, and I don't intend to. But it is cool when you succeed, right, in games like that. I will grant them that. But goddamn, they can be a miserable experience otherwise. If you look back on this here channel, this average Joe type of channel that you're viewing right now, you look back to one of the very, very first series on here, you will see Beneath the Steel Sky. I was playing Beneath the Steel Sky, an adventure game from, I think that's even quite a late one. I might be completely wrong on that. I think it was like a 96, 97 sort of adventure game rather than one of the really early ones. And I got fucking nowhere with that game. I got absolutely fucking nowhere with it until I relied on the internet to tell me the answers. You know what I mean? Kind of regretting coming up here, to be honest. There was more to explore down there, and there weren't a load of dudes throwing shit at me down there. I like that that guy was just lying on the floor and letting me kill him though, that was pretty cool. I wish they'd all do that. Be more like lying on the floor Dave, and less like throwing breeze blocks at me Chris. You know what I mean? Ah, fuck. That wasn't... What the fuck kind of checkpoint was that? What in all God's name was that? After us. Hey, after us. Are you called this because you are quite literally after me? You're quite literally out to get me right now with your absolute bullshit. Right, okay. Okay, just TV party over here. Right. Knocking him down does not give me a free hit on him. Oh, did that time. He gets knocked down, but he gets up again until I destroy his back. That's basically how that song goes, I think. More or less. What was down here then, anyway? What did I miss in this direction? Where are all these people going? Coming in here for a real wacky child party of some sort. Or like a safe house, perhaps. I don't know, it seems very casual, though. Just sort of strolling in here, having a chat. These guys, I don't know, they're like calling for something, calling for a friend to come out and play or something, you know? It's like, doesn't seem quite as disastrous as you might expect. There's fuck all else in here, though. That was really not... These guys are fleeing, though. There's definitely fleeing going on. So maybe they did think that was a safe place to hide. Weird that there was no one in there. Maybe that's because the people who were inside there lived and weren't turned to stone. Eh? Eh? Maybe think of that. Maybe consider that. Oh, look what I found. Who's this? Crocodile. Le crocodile. Expert in French, me. It's almost certainly not the... It might be the French word for crocodile, I don't know. Could be. You can't prove me wrong unless you speak French, which chances are you probably don't. Can't grind on any of those rails. Looked like I could. For a fleeting second I thought maybe there was some grinding to be done in that direction, but this is the way I came in. Can I grind on any of these rails? No, we just hop over here, don't we? That makes more sense. Makes a lot more sense. I may have overshot. Just a little bit. Just slightly. Thanks for the really cool checkpoint though. Why couldn't I have got checkpoints like this? Why could I not have got these checkpoints that are dropping me back like 3 feet from where I died? Back when the game was running at such a shitty frame rate that I was completely incapable of repeating my actions. Why could that not have been the case? I'm noticing, by the way, the game is still stuttering occasionally. I'm noticing this. I'm not completely blind to it, and it's honestly quite sad. It's quite sad. I do have the settings turned up to max now. Maybe I shouldn't have gone quite that ham with them, but even so, I think this game should not be doing that. I try not to be too harsh. I really do try not to be too harsh on indie games, just in general. As a rule of thumb, I will always give them a lot more leeway than I ever would a game with, like, you know, 200 people working on it or whatever. Because, yeah, obviously, like, it's not going to be as polished, it's not going to have quite as much professional industry sort of expertise involved in the development. And they're generally more about just conveying cool small scale ideas and that, and I'm cool with that. But if that's the case, if you are trying to do something on a budget, with a smaller scale, with a smaller team, maybe just make your game look a bit uglier. You know what I mean? Maybe just accept that you're not going to get AAA graphics in it, and just be cool with that. feel like it is just like the lighting and particle effects that cause this game to run the way it does, because, you know, the models aren't particularly anything to write home about. I think maybe if they just rein that in a little bit, this game would run like 1,000 times better and on 1,000 more low-end PCs. Other than that, I'm having quite a pleasant experience with this game, honestly. I do quite like it. I quite like what it's doing. It's not anything particularly groundbreaking, you know, it's just a sort of environmental storytelling 3D platformer thing. It's been done, you know, but I'd be willing to be a lot more charitable towards it if it just didn't run. What is that? Ow. Ow, my retinas. Ow. Why in God's name would you... Why? Why would you do that to me? Is this because I criticised you? Is this because I criticised you after us? Is my punishment for not, you know, claiming you're the best game that ever happened to suffer the way that I am suffering right now? And keep not looking at that fire. Because, quite frankly, I don't want to. Hey, there's crocodiles in here. Hey, buds. Can you pet the crocodile? Alright, okay. Okay, I will give it points. Because I can pet the crocodile. That's pretty cool. Never mind petting the dog. Petting the crocodile is a lot more exciting. How do I get out? Oh, there's another door. Kind of thought I was stuck in there for a second. Just for a fleeting moment, I thought I was quite royally fucked, but thankfully it was not the case. These guys all worshipping the fire. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, hold up. What does this do? No signal. Stand by. Okay. That's got to be doing something, right? Something's got to be turned on somewhere when that's active, because it keeps saving. It's auto-saving whenever I do that, so it's got to be... Is it opening a door somewhere? I think it opened that one, right? Yes. Does it open others, though? I suppose is the question. Are there other doors being jacked up? This one? Was this open before? I don't know. Oh yeah, they're closing now, so I might be trapped in here. Well, except I'm not, because there's glass to break. Oh, but no, there wasn't. Barriers down over the glass as well. What was the point in that then? Is there a door somewhere that is now that I can open? That open door? I can get in all these places. I can get in all of them without the door being open. So what? Was it all for naught? Was there no reason behind any of it? I can get in this one too, right? Yeah. Cool. Alright, I guess we'll just go down into the fire. I mean, not into the fire, obviously, but into the area around the fire. Oh. You're a bad guy, huh? I knew there'll be others. I could sense the others. Couldn't hear their footsteps or anything because the sound design's a bit whack, but I knew it just from, you know, how games work. Stop sucking my juices. Very rude. Very rude behaviour, honestly. So it appears I'm never really in any danger, because I can just mash out of that and then they all get knocked back and I win. There's probably more to it than that, but... Aha! This. Yes, turn off, turn off, turn off. Turn off the fire. Don't really care about growing the trees. I'm sure that's all very nice and very good for the balance and all that, but I'm more interested in turning the fire off, because fire bad and not even in the conventional ways that fire is bad, you know. It's not about the fire doing burny things, it's about the fire doing ouchy things when I look directly at it, right? It hurts the eyeballs. We appear to have just reached a new zone. I was expecting to find like the big ghost dog. I was expecting to find a big ghost something else when I reached the end of that zone, but didn't happen, did it? Didn't happen so much as it didn't happen. We are still in the dog zone. Oh, how big is this game, man? I can honestly say I did not realise what I was getting myself into when I picked this game up. Look how far away all the other beasties are. I've barely moved since I found the dog. I've gone about 10 feet. Oh well, I guess I'm covering ground a little bit quicker now. Now that, you know, the game runs, I'm actually making some tracks. I suppose that's nice. Maybe this one grind rail will take me like several thousand miles, or maybe it will stop here. Hard to say, really. Hard to say which one it will do. Nerds. There's another one behind me. Of course there is. It's behind you. Basically just a big old pantomime, isn't it? Would you not? Please. Would you not? Thank you. I do have a habit of recalling my sparkly too soon. My depth perception isn't very good, and I when I'm just mashing the button, I have been known to return it before it's actually made contact. I need to stop doing that. It just makes the fights last way longer. I have picked up so many memories now that I have not read. I can't wait to see all the very cool story that I've been missing out on. How do I get up there? Do I get up there? I clearly go somewhere from this room. As to where... I swear those butterflies are broken. Is that not a spirit up there? Is that not what that is? Certainly looks like one, huh? Oh look! Yeah, the butterflies ain't working, I don't know why. I guess if your graphic settings are too high, they bug out or something? I'll have to have a fiddle around with the settings at some point and see if I can get the butterflies to come back, because they are quite broken right now. Where do we go? Hey, where do we go? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being... I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that it was quite literally raining men. Hallelujah. Off in that direction. I just grinded it through there. I didn't notice all the dudes falling from the sky. What, did the stock exchange crash again? Do we need to get off along here somewhere? Did I go the wrong way? Was that... I mean, there was a spirit there, so I feel like maybe that was just a detour for a spirit, but... There's a few places I could maybe have got off along there. Perhaps. There goes the old frame rate again. We can't grind this, can we? Nah, it must be this direction. Surely though, right? What if I... Okay. Game does not want me to, does not want me going anywhere else. I can go here. Is this cool? Is this anything? Doesn't really seem like it, does it? So it magnetically pulled me to the grind rail when I was trying to jump across to something else. But when I'm actually trying to land on the grind rail and press the grind button, instead it just decides to let me fall to my death. I mean, it's an interesting game mechanic, I'll grant you. It's not... It's subverting my expectations in ways I never saw coming. There is just dudes falling from the sky there, huh? It is just the great suicide. Okay. I did not notice I could climb this. I guess this answers my question of where I'm meant to go. Maybe I can't climb this. There we go. Most people could have done, don't get me wrong. I don't know why I just said most people, ignore it. Most people could have done, but not me. It's a special ability I have called being a little bit shit at video games. Yeah. This way. Look at me go. I feel like there was more. Oh, hello lads. There was more what looked like white panels up there, but they weren't actually white panels, they were just glass. Dudes, I kind of want to kill you because you probably drop memories like everything else, but I don't really know if I can because there's a few of you in that room, isn't there? It's a very small area with a lot of fellas in it. Oh, I can just about get some cheeky hits in on them when I do this. Feels like it might be a bit of a time sink that probably won't have any payoff. Is it only the chubby ones who ever drop anything? Now, I understand that what I did there was probably the wrong thing to do. But sometimes you just have to go with your heart. Sometimes you just have to believe in yourself and your capabilities. And you can't say I lack self-confidence. I think that maneuver there would get me a lot of points in an interview type situation. I had belief in my goals, and even though it didn't necessarily follow through, I still had conviction and stuck it out, you know? Where do I go now? You want to answer that one for me? Where do I go now? I think into the goop was the answer. No? No? Okay, alright. Maybe not into the goop then. Was this just a grind rail I just didn't see again? It sure seems like it, doesn't it? Yeah, that's pretty cool. See, into the goop did turn out to be the way to go, after all. What the fuck? Are you dead? You're dead. Okay, cool. You're not, are you? You still got glowy eyes. Okay. It appears to be a little bit moist at the moment. There's a little bit of sky damp happening. You are dead, right? Do I need to shoot you, or do you just sort of go away? No, you don't go away on your own. I have to actually shoot you. Alright, at least we know now. A worthwhile investigation, I would say. The scientific method wins again. Scientific, I said. Scientific. with a TH. Just sounds smarter, doesn't it? When you say things with a TH instead of an F. This is gonna be a lot of dudes again, isn't it? Or are they all? No, they're all statues. None of them are moving. None of them are even moving a little bit. This is fine. I like it here. I love it here. Just keep killing the fire. It's like the opposite of Dark Souls. That's what this game is. You go out and you extinguish all the fires, and you look at the big floaty girders. Ah yes, the refinery? Power plant? Whatever it is, I don't know. Or we could go to the boatyard. They both probably suck ass. Some oases give access to branching paths. Explore them to find all the vessels and retrieve Mother's life force. Alright. This vessel is very close. You can save it now. Or explore other paths. The order in which you retrieve Mother's life force is up to you. Wait, so I can go up to get the bird and it's right near me. Or I can go, one of the paths leads to the wasp and the other one leads to, what is that, a shark? Presumably the shark's at the boatyard and the wasp's at the power plant. But we should probably do the crow first, huh? We should probably stay exactly where we fucking are and find this goddamn crow. That makes sense to me. It's very close, they said. Emphasis on very. Exceptionally close. Yeah, this way. This way. Yeah, up there where that guy's pointing. Where the fucking Soy Jack meme is pointing over there. That's where we want to go. I'm hoping when it said very close, it meant very close. I'm hoping it wasn't lying to me. I don't like liars. Aha! Okay, we can run on that. Good to know. That went pretty well, I think. All things considered. Could have gone a lot worse. Mr. Crow. Should be extra sure the guy's first name isn't Jim before I try and save him. Don't want that on our conscience. Conscience? Conscious. Conscience? Conscious. Consciousness. I'm just saying words now. There's not much else to it. I'm just saying some words. That's how you know the recording's gone too long. That's a surefire sign that Joe officially no longer has anything left to say. This way probably, huh? Up thither. Up thither and yon. No, up on the wall. Up on the wall. Can we not get up on that wall? I guess we can't. Oh, good to know. I thought this was the way to go, but turns out I'm a dumb fuck. Yeah, we want to go up that wall over there, I think. Also, I thought the goop came back after the grass went away, but I guess it just stays away forever, which makes this a lot less stressful than I thought it did. I thought I was on like a time limit whenever I did that, but okay, there is 100% going to be something on one of these beams, right? Let's stop and look before we commit to just running to the top. Oh no. No, they all look pretty empty actually. Alright, fair enough. I guess the place is to stop so you can clear off more goop. I guess that's their purpose. Alright. There's a bad man over there. We'll just deal with him real quick. Come on, you didn't think I wasn't aware. Okay, what have we missed? What's been going on in this happy fun time extravaganza? Looks like they're courting and they had a baby. And the baby grew up and became a girl who went to university. And then he got old. And yeah, that's pretty much the story. It's just sort of their life, I guess. Came to a town, met a woman, had a daughter. Was dissatisfied with his job. Was paid minimum wage and wasn't happy about it. Watched too much Fox News and decided that the immigrants were stealing his job. Went on a racially based killing spree and committed suicide by cop. What, you don't think that's where the story's going? I might spend too much time on Twitter, man. I feel like I probably should have looked around that room a little bit more instead of just running through it and getting on with my beam strides. Striding the beams, but here we are. Yeah, I'm not a coward, I'm going for it. Think I couldn't make that jump? Okay, I couldn't make that jump, to be fair. That one you were right about. You were right to doubt me there. Okay. Okay, we're on it now. Well, that came in like a wrecking ball, didn't it? I mean, that's definitely where we're meant to go. I was just seeing if there was anywhere I could get to at the end down here first. Come on then. Well. Now there's a chance I may have timed that wrong, but there's also a chance that God is out to get me. I'll let you make up your mind which one it is. Personally, I think maybe I've taken his name in vain a few too many times, and he's decided it's time to start smiting. Seems like the most realistic thing to happen right now. Far more likely than me just, you know, pressing the wrong button anyway. Because, I mean, when's that ever happened, right? Not today, that's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. I'm too damn good to make such common mistakes. In fact, this game does feel good. It's one of those games that when you're in the flow and you're just sort of flying through the platforming sections, hopping from obstacle to obstacle, knocking it out the park like that, it does feel nice. I'll give you that. It's not quite on like Ori and the Blind Forest level for that sort of shit, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Okay. Oh, okay, I can just go under this, huh? I thought it'd be one of those things where I have to, like, you know, go around it, but... No, I have spotted the blimp. I am aware of the blimp's presence. I just don't know what it means for me. For me personally. There are in fact 2 blimps. There are in fact 3 blimps. I do wonder why exactly so many blimps would be necessary in this day and age. When was the last time you rode on a blimp? Not recently, I bet. Okay. I'm working it. I'm working it real good. We've got to be approaching the top soon, right? I mean, the bird's going to be at the peak, right? It's going to be at the highest point in all this. Ooh, these lads are extra large. And half buried in the sand. Poor guys, I guess. Can I not climb that? I have difficulty differentiating the climbable walls from the non-climbable walls. I'm not going to lie to you. They're not super obvious. I know there's the white panels that you can run up. There we go. But this shit, I do not notice. I do not clock it very easily. Haha. What have we here? See, now, if you could have done that the whole time, why were we platforming? Madam after us. If you're capable of just yeeting yourself into space, why exactly did I need to press the jump button quite so many times? Care to fill me in on that one? Oh, I'm in a birdcage. That's cute. I see. I see. I understand. I can't help but notice that the game did not autosave upon my arrival here. Because I was thinking maybe I'll just wrap up here and we'd deal with this section next time. But there we go, it autosaved. And on that note, we're going to wrap up here and we'll deal with this section next time. I'll see you.